Hello, beautiful. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Ashley Rose, and I help you navigate the cosmic energies to create your most aligned life. So, today we're diving into something absolutely magical. It's the first full moon of 2026, happening in Cancer on January 3rd. And let me tell you, this isn't just any full moon. This is a profound invitation from the universe to come home to yourself before you step into the powerful, powerful energy of the new year, which technically begins with the lunar new year in February and then also with the astrological new year at the end of March. So, what I'm about to share with you will completely shift how you approach not just this full moon, but your entire 2026 journey. So, grab your favorite cozy blanket, maybe light a candle, and let's explore why this Cancer full moon is asking you to rest your way into legacy. So, let's talk about the energy of this Cancer full moon and what makes this full moon so special. This moon is quiet, reflective, and very, very emotional. And here's the thing, the moon is at home in the sign of Cancer. Cancer's ruling planet is the moon, which means that this moon lunar energy is turned up to the maximum. You're going to feel everything way more deeply this weekend, and that's exactly what's supposed to happen. And why is that? Because this full moon is all about building emotional capacity. Think about it. You've set all these beautiful New Year intentions for 2026. You have goals, you have dreams you'd like to accomplish, you've got manifestations brewing. But here's what most people miss. Growth doesn't happen externally first. It begins internally on the inside. So this Cancer full moon is asking you, do you have the emotional foundation to hold everything that you're calling in for 2026 and beyond? And when we look more at the astrology of this full moon today, the full moon is currently conjunct Jupiter, the planet of luck and expansion. So Jupiter is also literally aiding you in expanding your emotional inner world and the specific area of your life the moon is touching in your personal chart. And then there's also this beautiful opposition happening. This moon in Cancer is directly across from the sun in Capricorn and also Venus and Mars, which are currently in the sign of Capricorn. So this creates what I call the divine tension, this pull between rest and responsibility, between feeling and achieving, between your inner world and your outer manifestations. And this tension is not meant to stress you out. It's meant to integrate you. Now, here's where it gets really profound. Remember, in both an archetypical and also a spiritual perspective and sense, the moon is our grandmother. She represents your grandmother and all the mothers that have existed, all the mothers that have come before, and all the mothers that are currently with us in spirit. Let that sink in for a minute. You're not just healing yourself during this month's full moon. You are healing generational patterns. You're completing karmic cycles that the woman before you couldn't finish. So here's what's happening energetically. Your intuition, if you choose to tap into it this weekend, can be full of grandmother wisdom. Their wisdom is your wisdom under this full moon in Cancer. And through that, you are reaping rewards, not just from your own cycles, but also from your ancestors' journeys. And this is why at this time you might be feeling extra emotional or extra nostalgic. Old feelings are surfacing, not to hurt you, but to be healed through you. Your birth story also matters right now. How were you born? How do the women in your lineage give birth? Because you're literally about to rebirth yourself with the dawning of this new year. Understanding your own natural rhythm of birth and creation cycles will guide this process. So here are some practical things to think about, some practical ritual applications. You can have conversations at your altar with the women in your lineage this weekend. You can also connect with water, remembering that Cancer is a water sign. So taking spiritual baths, showers, taking a dip in the ocean if that's available to you. Asking your family about your birth story and your family's birth story. This is just really a time to use any tool that's in your arsenal or your ritual practice to connect with your matrilineal heritage today. And now, in our hustle culture, what I'm about to say may feel revolutionary. This full moon is asking you to rest your way into power. This is not a very external full moon. This is not a full moon where you feel like being social or going out and dancing. You are going internal and connecting to the mother, and you are resting. But this isn't just lazy rest. This is sacred creative rest. This is a watery, womb-like, birth-like creative process. And here's what this looks like from a practical sense. This is creating emotional safety. This is focusing on your home environment. This is wearing cozy clothes, lighting candles, cuddling up in soft blankets. This is letting your environment support your nervous system. Again, this is really thinking about those water rituals of taking intentional baths or showers, visualizing the water washing away the emotional residue from 2025. You can even make moon water tonight under the full moon and set intentions for cleansing and nurturing. And this is also a time where you can use moon-ruled herbs like mugwort or violet. This is also a time where you can feel everything if you want to. If you need to cry or be dramatic, this is a time to do so. If you want to blast that Lana Del Rey sad music or journal from a feeling, not a thinking place, this is a great time to do it. This is really a time to ask, how am I feeling and how do I want to feel? The key is that you're not planning with your mind right now, you're planning with your feelings and your instincts. And now, finally, while the moon is in the nurturing sign of Cancer, we have this powerful Capricorn energy opposing it. And January is ruled by Capricorn, the wise matriarch, the crone, who builds legacy through discipline. This isn't about choosing rest or achievement, it's about integrating both. This Capricorn archetype teaches us that discipline itself can be a form of devotion, that worldly success and soul growth don't need to be separate, and that true legacy is built through structures that outlast lifetimes. True healing happens when we realize that we can build mountains and honor our hearts. You can create legacy and nurture your inner child. You can be ambitious and soulful. So this full moon is asking, what if rest is part of your legacy? What if taking care of yourself is how you build something that lasts? Because here's the truth. Any structure built without emotional foundation will crumble, and any goal achieved while abandoning yourself will feel empty. So this means building sustainable rhythms, not burnout cycles, creating from overflow, not depletion, leading with integrity earned through self-knowledge, and honoring both your need for achievement and your need for emotional safety. And so this also means that working practically with this full moon. We talked about creating a safe and cozy environment. We talked about water-based cleansing rituals. We talked about journaling from the heart, from feeling, not from overthinking. We talked about connecting with your ancestors and your personal lineage of women. We talked about resting without guilt. This also means don't overbook yourself or overcommit. Don't try to force clarity or rush decisions. Don't try to emotional bypass. This is a time to feel it all. And don't try to push through when your body is asking for pause. Remember, this moon wants space and this moon wants time and wants you to come home to yourself. And as we step into 2026, remember this. You're not just creating your own legacy, you're completing the dreams of every woman who came before you. This Cancer full moon is your cosmic permission slip to rest without guilt, feel without judgment, build from a foundation of emotional safety, and honor both your ambition and your need for nurturing. This full moon is about home protection, safety, and self-care. Your homework is to take that spiritual bath tonight, to light some candles, to ask the women in your lineage what they want you to know, to listen with your heart, not your head. And if this resonated with you, please give this video a thumbs up and let me know in the comments where in your chart is this full moon activating for you and what emotions are coming up. And remember, beautiful soul, you are exactly where you need to be. The universe is benevolent, and you are so deeply loved. I'll see you in the next video, and until then, rest and trust the process. Bye.